Hi Aaron, right here. Welcome to Mexico City. Aaron, with the experience you have in Europe, can you bring it to the team that hasn't won a title in 14 years? You are reaching one of the big four in Mexico. Thank you.
Buenas tardes. Just want to say, yeah, I think I'm really excited by the challenge now. Obviously, I've experienced a lot of things in my career, and that puts me in a good place going forward. I realise the expectation on this club, and I'm here to play my part and help deliver the things that we want to this season. So, loads to look forward to, and I'm excited by the next challenge. Yeah.
Gracias, Ale. Aaron here, Adriana Maldonado from ESPN. I want to ask you about Carlos Vela, because we know that you played with him a few years ago in Arsenal. What can you share with us about him and the impact he had on you when you played with him?
Yeah, Carlos was a great guy, a great player. I enjoyed my time with him at Arsenal, so he went on and done really well in the MLS. There was no question about his talent and his ability. I enjoyed playing with him. He saw the game in the right way and enjoyed every moment on the pitch. But yeah, I don't know what he's doing now, but no, it was an enjoyable period with him.
Yeah, thank you, Aaron. This way, on the same way as Adriana, Carlos Vela and Efraín Juárez, they played together and they were champions when they were 17 years old. Efraín has told you something about it, about that experience?
No. No, I mean, no. That's news to me, but yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about that someday, but no, nothing.
Aaron here, Alejandro Pereira from TV Azteca. You shared the field with great players. One of them was Cristiano Ronaldo. Tell us, what did you learn from him? Thanks.
Yeah, of course. I've had the experience or the opportunities to play with many great players in my career, and all of their habits are what separates them really, for them to get to the top of the game, and that relentlessness to be the best, do the things off the pitch correctly, and he was the best at doing that. He looked after himself amazingly well, the best that I've seen, and he gave everything. He was a real, a monster in that way. Yeah, the coach was definitely a big part of that. Had many conversations with him, and his vision and the way that he sees the game excited me. I think what he's done in his young career so far has been exceptional, and yeah, him along with Eduardo and the press, and I think the vision and the values that this club have really excite me, and something that I wanted to be a part of. So yeah, I'm excited by the next chapter now. Yeah, the altitude is definitely something to get used to. No, I think yeah, I'm doing well at the moment. So now it's just about taking the next steps, and hopefully I'll be on that pitch as soon as possible, helping my teammates. Yeah, I don't want to put a date on it, but hopefully very soon. Yeah, obviously it's a heartbreaking moment. My thoughts and prayers go out to him, and his brother's family. Yeah, it's just a really tragic accident that no words can really comprehend. So yeah, I just can't imagine what his family are going through at the moment. But our thoughts and prayers are with him in this difficult time.
Aaron, right here. Mario Badillo from Medio Tiempo. Welcome to Mexico City. Aaron, you were the man responsible for bringing back the silverware to Arsenal back in 2014. Do you think you can do the same right here in Pumas? And if so, how do you think you can translate that energy into your teammates? Thank you.
Yeah, I think obviously, like I said earlier, I know the pressures of this club. I know the fans are immensely proud and expect us to be challenging. So that's something that really excites me, and I'm looking forward to playing my part. And that's the target, really, is to win things with this club, and to become part of the history. Yeah, for me, I've played many positions in that midfield area, so I feel comfortable in whatever the manager asks me to do. So, I'm sure them conversations will come now over the next few weeks, and then discussions of how he wants to see that. But like I said, I'm comfortable to play in any midfield position.
Sobre el tema, puntualmente no tenemos ninguna oferta formal por ninguno de los dos. Nosotros como club, y lo dije en la anterior respuesta, tenemos que estar preparados en el mercado. Nosotros vamos con el plan y evidentemente ante cualquier circunstancia sabremos reaccionar, pero el día de hoy nosotros no tenemos ninguna oferta formal por ninguno de los dos y siempre estamos con un ojito abierto y siempre estamos con la guardia bien arriba, ¿no? Pero en este momento no hay nada de eso.
Por acá, buen día, Fernando Villa de ESPN Digital. Adam, welcome to Mexico. You play with a lot of great players. We mentioned, my partners mentioned Carlos Vela, Cristiano Ronaldo. Did you have any preference for Cristiano or Messi? And you can share one of the greatest teammates you ever had in your past, in the teams you were. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, let's just enjoy both of them. They've been fantastic players, and I was lucky enough to play alongside one of them. So I think some of the players though that I played alongside, one of the most, the player that I had sort of the most enjoyment on the field with was Santi Cazorla. I think he was a great player, very technical, two-footed. And he saw the game in a way and enjoyed every single moment on that pitch, and he was a great team player, so he was definitely up there with the most enjoyment I've had on a pitch.
Hi Aaron, good morning. Good afternoon actually. Nice to meet you, thank you very much for your time. A lot of the initial questions that you have received since you arrived in Mexico have been surrounding why did you pick Mexico, why did you pick Mexican football? But I would like to be a little bit more specific into subjects if you don't mind. What did you know prior to making this decision, prior to making this or starting this process in which the club contacted you? You have mentioned that Coach Efrain Juarez was a very important part for you to make this decision to come here, but what did you know about Mexican football prior to the start of this process? How is it perceived, or how did you perceive it? Did you have any concept of it at all? And it has been mentioned also that you're coming into a club that has a certain history, that has very complex present, because this club hasn't lifted a title in the last 14 years, which has put some pressure on it. How do you deal with that? How do you receive this context, this present? How do you embrace it? Thank you.
Yeah, I think obviously, like, I have played with some players who understand the Mexican league, and obviously had conversations in the past with them. So yeah, I think this league, is very technical, great players, produced national team, very good. So I think over the last few sort of weeks, I've really tried to get as much information as I could from certain people and the internet and things like that, to try and find out more. But I'm excited by it, and I think, like you said there about the pressure. I've had pressure throughout my career. I've played for some of the best teams in the world, and there's an expectation to win, and I'm sure like here is no different. So yeah, there's been a period of time. I've spent periods of time as well without winning things in the past, but then managed to overcome that and win. So I know what this club is capable of doing, and hopefully I can play my part to be successful and to lift some silverware out.
In the last year, you suffered some injuries. How do you feel now? Do you think you are in the 100%?
Yeah, I feel good. Obviously, I've got to start progressing now towards the end. But I think I'm I'm pretty close to where I want to be. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully I can get on that pitch as soon as possible.